Hey y'all, it's your girl Anna. Oh, I thought I messed up. Alright, we about to talk about adults adopting adults. This is a shit show. I just want to start off by saying that. Like, it's only been 2 episodes thus far, but it seemed like it's gonna be more mess than actual genuine connections and genuine reasons for these people to be adopting people well over 18 years old. So we're gonna start with Danny, Christy, and Elena. Danny and Christy are the married couple. Elena is I don't remember what her age is, but she's in her mid-20s at least, from Austria, and she's also 36 weeks pregnant. So Danny and Christy don't have any kids. They just got hella cats. And I'm just like, I don't got nothing against cats because I've had 3. But at 3 different times. I didn't have 3 cats at a time. It looked like she got at least 3 plus cats. And I can see the hair. They hair showed one portion of the cat doing like all of this on a piece of furniture. I could just see the hair all across the top of whatever that piece of furniture was. And I'm like, that's disgusting because y'all not even trying to get it off. So it be cat hair in the food. It be cat hair in the refrigerator. It be cat hair everywhere that you don't want to see cat hair. Like in the bathroom, on the bottom of the toilet, and where it be wet. No. So far, Danny, to me, is giving asshole. He's a jerk. He want things to go his way. And his wife, Christy, seemed like she real timid, and she just let him get away with what he want to do. Like, she goes with the flow. They've tried to do this process before. They tried to adopt somebody. I think Danny said that a young girl around 18 was selling a dog or buying their dog. Don't remember. But when she came over there, he ended up finding out that she had a hard childhood and he was about to adopt her. And then he ended up not being able to adopt her because he ended up having developing feelings for her. And all while they saying this in a confessional, the wife is just looking silly and embarrassed. And I'm like, you should. Because I don't know why you letting this weird MF do this to you. Like, all you gotta do is put your foot down. You ain't got to let him run over you like that. Where you gonna go? Because these girls don't want him for real. He's giving creep. So, since he's had these indiscretions in the past, Christy is uncomfortable. And she like, well, I think the logic behind her doing what she did, which was buy a $5,600 trailer to put right next door to their house, saying that she'll get sleep, and I think her logic is, okay, maybe if she's not in the house, he won't cheat. But it's like, ma'am, all he gotta do is go outside. And if y'all ain't got no alarm system, what you gonna do? And so far, what you gonna do anyway? Because this is already happening. You didn't have any say so. You were never happy about this. So I'm trying to figure out what the difference would be. You might as well let her sleep in the house, because he gonna do what he want to do anyway. And clearly you gonna be with him. Anyway. So they getting ready for her to come in. Danny is pretty much thirsty. Steady saying, oh, she hasn't contacted me. It's been several hours since we found out she got on the plane. So they thinking she being scammed. So they decide to go to the airport. And she ended up getting on the plane. And she came home with them. He was so happy to see her. She hugged Christy first. And then she hugged Danny, and Danny is elated. Before they went and picked her up, though, I forgot to mention, Christy. No, Danny told Christy, if you don't like the situation, you could kick rocks. And I said, who he talking to? Production? Because he couldn't be talking to his wife like that. I couldn't be his wife and he was talking to me like that. I'll probably put my hands on you. I don't do domestic violence. Like, I'm reformed. However, for me, that would probably make me put my hands on you. Christy feels like the marriage is not strong enough for another woman to be in the house. And it's not. Because he's too thirsty about her coming. And it's giving weird. And he's saying, hopefully I don't have a repeat of last time. And it's just like, why are you even thinking about that? I don't know. I don't know if the girl is scamming. I feel like she probably is trying to get some money. Not necessarily some money, but some stability. Because I don't know if she necessarily like either one of them. Because when she laughs, it feels forced. And let me just do this so it won't be weird. And then when I walk off, I'm going to roll my eyes because this is goofy. Anyway, the next couple, I did not catch their names. I am so sorry. But it's the black couple. And I didn't catch the girl that they're adopting. We're going to call her Red Hair because her hair was red, or redhead. So, they introduced this couple. I believe the wife is a teacher or a principal or some kind of mentor at a school. And that's where she met Red Hair. Now, the wife has been married before, and she's now divorced and married to a new husband, and she has a stepdaughter from that previous marriage that she had a good relationship with. So the wife believes that Redhead is misunderstood, because she was one of them girls that, for me, in my experience, one of them girls that stayed in trouble at school, like always in the hallway, or them ones that's always getting into fights, disrespectful with the teacher, or end up being a class clown. She was one of them, but I think she was the mouthy type. And the wife said she was misunderstood, so she is bringing Redhead into the house. But in her previous marriage, she encountered a troubled youth before. And the previous husband ended up sleeping with the girl that she was trying to adopt. And that put a strain on the relationship with the stepdaughter and her father, and as well as the wife, because the stepdaughter is having a problem with the wife right now, as of currently, because she like, why would you put yourself in the same situation with a different husband for you to bring somebody young into the house and then your husband cheat on you again? And at first, I didn't think that's what it was giving. But as the episode went on, that's absolutely what it was giving, because the wife is the one that met Redhead first. However, when they talking about them getting to know her and being in her life for a couple of years, they say, the wife was like, oh, she's a daddy's girl. And then the husband like, oh yeah, I feel like I got the lucky end of the stick. And I'm just like, what? First of all, you can't be a daddy's girl to a man. Well, you can, but that ain't her daddy. It's weird. It's giving really weird. Like, I wouldn't even feel comfortable being overly close to the husband like that. Like if I don't know, if it was me and I was a troubled youth, I would probably be more drawn to developing a relationship with the wife as opposed to the husband. Because, I don't know, I'll be skeptical about older men. Some of them be on that weird, creepy shit with younger women. I don't know. I got a wild hell up my ass about old men and young women specifically. But they say she's a daddy's girl, and then they jump to the confessional of the girl, redhead. I'm gonna get their names, I'm sorry. And she just talking about how much they've done for her financially, how the wife would just come into the room and have gifts waiting for her on the bed, and it's real braggadocious. And then they showed the redhead and the husband in the pool. Now the husband is swimming, and redhead got her feet in the pool, and she's sitting back and just, kicking her feet or whatever. But it's giving old man and sugar baby. Just her whole demeanor while she, I don't know. It's not, it's giving me a vibe. It's giving me a vibe that they've had sex, or they're going to have sex. And I think Miss Ma'am, the wife, is going to find herself in the same situation that she did in her previous marriage. Because this is fuckery. Like, I'm not bringing a woman into my house, period, like that. Unless it's a friend or somebody that I really know. But it's just too many factors that you have to factor in. Usually, older men still be looking at younger women. And then you going to bring the young woman in the house. If the man got some money, it's clear that y'all got a little bit of coins, then she going to be trying to throw it at him. And maybe she might not necessarily give him some, but she can act like she going to give him some. And then on top of you giving her money, he going to be giving her extra little money because she's doing some extra little things. But, yeah. Then the husband ends up getting on a FaceTime with his brother. And his mom and them don't like it. The brother and the mama ain't here for it. They don't think he should bring that young woman in his house. And the mama's main concern is that the husband is going to sleep with her. And I'm like, if your own mama think that you're going to sleep with that young girl, you probably will or have. And she ain't with the whole adoption. And he basically told his brother, yeah, now it's been times that mama has said something out the way or disrespectful, and she ain't going to disrespect her. Basically, that man said, keep at it, messing with my redhead, and I'm going to say fuck all of y'all. And that's going to be what it is. I'm just like, yikes. Really? He's sleeping with that girl. I believe he's sleeping with her. If he not, he getting ready to. He just waiting on her to say, come here, let me holler at you real quick. So, we're going to move on to the next couple. This one is kind of funny. The next one is Kim and Joe. This is funny because of the husband, to me personally. So, Kim and Joe, Kim is an attorney. No, Kim is a nurse, I believe. And her husband, Joe, is an attorney. Kim is from Korea, and I think she had been adopted since birth. But she's been adopted by 2 different people. So, during the second adoption, the adopted father died, and, the mother took care of Kim. And then at some point, Kim and her mother became estranged for 8 years because apparently they had an argument about Kim's upbringing, and they disagreed and they hadn't been talking to each other. So, you know, since Kim ain't really had no real family in her life, she yearns for that. So she ended up going online. I believe she said she was actively looking for grandparents for her children because she felt like she didn't have grandparents for her children. So she was on these Facebook groups, and she ended up finding a couple named Vicky and Joe. The husband's name is also Joe, Vicky's husband. And I don't believe they have any kids either. Yeah, they don't have any kids. And I wasn't really paying attention. This is episode 1, and I watched it days ago, and I didn't rewatch it. I took notes, but I didn't take very many notes, so I'm going off memory. I feel like they a little obsessive. The adopters, they already seem possessive of Kim. And Kim's husband, Joe, feels like this is a joke. Like, he don't really understand why you doing all this, because she's not estranged from her mother anymore. They've been talking, but the couple that's adopting Kim thinks that she's only coming back because they've been in her life. So it's real messy. Like, she's saying the only reason she wants to do it legally that way because the only way they could be the real legal grandparents of her children is if they adopt her. And I just don't understand why they can't just have that relationship that they already have. Like, it's weird. I feel like Kim is probably doing this to get back at her mama because she hadn't talked to her mama for so many years. But Vicky is a little obsessed. Like, we'll get into that on episode 2, but I think I'm going to make that a separate video. But this show is already a mess, and it's going to continue to be a mess because these 3 situations that I've already talked about, I feel like it's some BS in all the situations. I feel like Elena is doing it for other reasons than wanting to be adopted because she doesn't have anybody. I feel like the husband in the black couple, he gonna end up sleeping with that girl if he not already sleeping with her, because of how he already reacting with his family when it comes to her. Like, you don't even really know this girl. Like, it's weird. And Kim and Joe, it's funny to me because the husband, Kim's husband, think this is pure foolishness, and he's in all the confessionals. He's just like, I'm only here because I love my wife, but I think this is weird. I think she's being weird. I really don't want to have no parts of it, but it's my wife. I'm gonna support what she do. That's what it's giving. But anyway, we'll be back for episode 2. I'm gonna make that a separate video, and I will see you guys in the next one.